never changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built by you, the good people of America, so that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept. But it's time to get up and get out there. We've been locked away long enough. Today is Reclamation Day. It may be time to leave, but I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life, every race, color, and creed. But you all share one very important trait. You are this country's best and brightest. But more importantly, you'll always be my family. have been tasked with nothing less than the rebuilding of America. Such a huge responsibility. Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud of you. When you hear this, it means I've been gone for several hours. I've got my own mission out there in Appalachia. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Hello?
Message repeats again.
At last! I bet. Excellent. Adventure and opportunity. Best get cracking. Remember, America's future is entirely in your hands. Wildlife should be abundant in Appalachia. Happy hunting. Always stay stocked with medicine. I know it's cozy in here, but you'll soon be faced with a distinct lack of power and shelter. I'm sure you've been lonely, but there's a whole vault's worth of companions outside. Assuming they haven't been eaten yet.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to...
A new house, your camp. Some small luxuries, your camp. A battleship. Oh, to be anything. Cook, sassy, medic, sponge. So wonderful, the human condition. Today the day? Leaving the vault at last? The Overseer could be anywhere by now. Ah, one of Vault 76's last remaining residents finally awakens. Again. Outside with a little elbow grease will be powerful. Heck of a party last night, eh, Mum? Good to see you all together one last. Goodbye. Aloha. Ciao! Arrivederci!
Well, look at you. Fresh from the can and not a speck of dirt on you. Best watch your step around here. Figured you Balties weren't done cooking yet. Guess I was wrong. Already interrogated the last Balti to come out of that hole. Sounds like there's nothing down there for me, though. Saves me the trouble of breaking in. Oh, just a working man passing through. This fella here had a price on his head. Thought he'd run far enough. He hadn't. Slow down there, cowboy. Buy a fella dinner first. Let's just say I'm currently residing in Burning Spring. Well, that's the name the locals use these days. Burnt clean away after the war. Not like here. Might have been an improvement. Or maybe it was bombs, maybe something else. Nothing but rock, sand, and poison dust now. An opportunity. Got a half-assed town out there, though. Highway town. At least they've got a decent... Well, you got a map on that fancy Pip-Boy of yours? I'll point it out. If you're inclined, there's a bridge out by Point Pleasant. Might want to get your feet under you first. Folks out that way tend to shoot first. Do what you want, 'cause I ain't your daddy. But make it quick. I couldn't agree more. If you get out to Burning Springs,
Oh, Mum! Those young ladies down there, they seem exceedingly alive. They haven't yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intention? Only that they appear to have some vested interest in accessing the vault. One seemed quite perturbed when I told them that wouldn't be happening, but I'm not sure if she believed. Well, Well, yes, but it's been some time. But she was a resourceful woman. I'm sure she's all right. Do be careful out there, man.
Got to be a way in there. Maybe... Wait, a vault dweller? Hey there! Whoa! Whoa! Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open? God damn it. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? New bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around. You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure. Well, yeah, there was this big broadcast, but shouldn't you know it was in there?
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
But those were the last of our caps. No. Someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose. Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you? They sent you out here without a weapon? Be a quick trip trying to do this unarmed. Here. Happy to tell you what I know, which isn't much. Someone made a broadcast not too long back about there being some kind of treasure buried in Appalachia. We don't know what, we don't know where. With people as desperate as they are, it's meant everyone with a functioning radio's come back to try and see if they can get a piece of it.
Monsters or no?
Guy we met at the Wayward. Carter, I think was his name. He gave us a couple of leads to chase down, in exchange for all our money. Up to us now to make something of them. About Appalachia?
Other than it's a graveyard?
There's that. We haven't been here real long, but from what we've been able to piece together, the area got hit pretty hard. Not long after, well, these things showed up.
The Scorched.
They're merciless. They seem to have cleaned up whoever the bombs might have missed. Without people around, everything else has gone haywire. We both came over from Virginia. Well, what was Virginia? There's a lot more hot zones that way. And the few spots that are livable, well, they got picked clean fast. I mean, Appalachia's dangerous, really dangerous. But it's better than where we've been. If your overseer crossed our path, she sure wasn't broadcasting it. Sorry. You might ask at the Wayward. Seems like they set themselves up to be a natural stopping point. Watch yourself out there.
Glad we got those bots up and running. Fixing this all by hand would be a nightmare.
I wish that brother would share what they've learned with the rest of us. It could benefit so many.
Trees are the enemy. Must eliminate trees. Lumberjack. Protectron cuts down trees, but does not require punch or laboratory
Hope the
facilities.
refuge is holding up without me.
Now, which of those berries was June handles the supplies if you're looking for provisions?
If you want a safe haven, go to our headquarters in the rep.
Oh, hello. Here to drain more of my supplies? I'm the quartermaster at this little outpost of ours. That means I manage what supplies we have. I, count them. A lot. Just to make sure we're still out of gauze and didn't magically manifest more. Well, I wanted to be a doctor, but being a doctor is hard. They're great. We're great. They more than me. They're selfless and fearless and try to solve any problem. No, and they, use a lot of supplies. And don't get many. Me? I'm nothing special. Oh no, I'm no Appalachian. I came in from the north with Paige and the other settlers at Foundation. Do you know them? But I wanted to do more than just settle. I wanted to learn medicine. And only, they couldn't. Or I couldn't learn as... Free time? That's not a real thing, is it? Stressed? Who's stressed? Me? It's... that obvious, huh? Well, I do have my mantras to calm me. Serenity. Wait, was it 6 bottled waters or 16 in the next shipment? Yeah, you really think so? I'm not sure I believe you, but it's a sweet thing to say nonetheless. You really know how to make a girl feel worthless and unwanted. Well, that's probably for the best. Okay then, I'll be here. Probably forever.
Work never ends.
3, 5, 7, 9.
Hello there, stranger. Where'd you come ambling in from?
Volunteer, or just to escape from
One of those vault dwellers, are you? I've heard tell of your kind. Solved a lot of problems. And caused a lot of problems from what I hear. You wouldn't happen to be one of the problem-solving kind, would you? I could use one of those right about now.
You're always welcome.
Oh, excuse me. Let me introduce myself. Name's Lane Platt. I'm with the Responders. We're a band of self-titled do-gooders around these parts. Appalachia's filling up fast, and we're trying to keep everyone hale and healthy and off each other's throats.
If souls around here somewhere.
I like to think so. It gives me hope that we can one day right all the wrongs in this world. Now, there's a lot going on in this neck of the woods, more than I can tackle myself. You got ferocious beasts roaming the forest, creepy cult moving into the caves, and all manner of people about ready to go to war with one another. All that is to say, I could use a hand. and I'd be willing to pay you for yours. What do you think? Why, that is just terrific. Thank you 1,000 times over. Now, what business do I have for you today? We've had reports that a dangerous cult, the Cult of the Mothman, has moved into a cave system nearby. They're part of a larger organization that extends all throughout Appalachia. Learning more about them will help us combat their spread. I'd like you to go into those caves and gather some of their ritual artifacts for study. You'll earn a fine commission for returning them to me.
Brush up on my first aid.
Be careful. Cult of the Mothman is dangerous. They'll no doubt protect those artifacts with their lives.
Worse, Dr. Lane. We'll have something for you to do. You have to survive.
Now I know what the sound's going to do.
Hope those raiders know we mean them no harm. Hey, friend. Can I get you anything?
How are you holding up?
I'm exhausted, but the work never ends.
June handles the supplies, if you're looking for provisions.
Remember, some of us still want what's best for Appalachia.
Trees plus lumberjack protectron equals desirable wood product.
Now, which of those berries was edible again?
There to see another friend turn.
Don't let the wasteland get to you.
The cult is holed up in a cave to the west. You can look for those artifacts there.
If you want a safe haven, go to our headquarters in the refuge, in the old White Spring Resort.
Glad we got those bots up and running. Fixing this all by hand will be a nightmare.
Chop wood, chop wood, chop
Let us know if
wood.
you find someone in need out there.
Why does everyone still squabble all the time? We have to come together to survive.
We have selves around here somewhere.
June handles the supplies, if you're looking for provisions.
circulation of air through nostrils.
Lady, I will paint the walls with you if you don't tell me where Crane's treasure is right now!
Sweetheart, I think... Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you... Hey! Who the hell are you? None of your damn business!
What's going on is that this one seems to think I know where this big treasure is, and that I'm building my new bar out of refuse for fun.
Lady, this is your last warning. Our crew is getting that treasure. And I will happily send you both to the great goddamn beyond if you don't start explaining where I can find what's ours! Hiring? You serious? You got a gun in your face and the first thing that comes to mind is picking up a side gig? Guts like that might take you places. What say you and I finish shaking down this broad?
I told you it was gonna end badly. Now I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day. Well, not exactly the introduction to the wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you. Overseer, huh? So you must be the one. No, I haven't seen her, but I have heard her. My people found a tape she left behind for one of her dwellers at that camp across the way, though it is a bit out of date now. Maybe you're the one she left it for. I'm happy to hand it over. Though, now that we've drifted naturally onto the topic of helping one another, maybe there's something you could do for me in return. Just agreeing to lend us a hand in a little diplomatic intervention. See? That boy we put down? He's not the first of his crew to roll in here. But I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house. But my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, What do you say? Only seems fair. The details, then. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs? Oh, darling. See, as fine as that idea is, you know, I was thinking we could take a different tact.
Just give me 1 second.
Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they? Huh, damn. Okay, let's see, new plan. We paint all the Brahmin, and then we...
Duchess, plan's fine. I can walk them through how to build it.
How's that exactly?
I was hunkering down for quite some time waiting for this headless monster thing to clear off on my last ammo hunt. Ended up reading some old training materials to pass the time, and guess what? Made some tapes on it.
Oh, Mort. Not the tapes.
You have a better option?
Not one that doesn't involve painting all my cattle. There you go, I suppose. You can talk to Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials, too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road? Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone. And here, that overseer tape. Sounds like she set up that camp across the way so her people could get some practice in... self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a refresher.
Crazy. Now that is just crazy. They hand you vault kitties, all this fancy equipment, and then just throw you to the wolves. Well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours. You are in good company now, because around here, we look after one another. Now, what can I do for you? Allergies. Learned the hard way I can't stand within 10 feet of a strawberry. Come on, man, that's a joke. Truth is, I was outside on Doomsday. Now, you see, I drove security, and I was coming back from a pickup in the truck when I feel this rumble, and then quiet. Then a whole lot less quiet. And the truck was hit with this wind, and it was like someone dropped a hurricane on it. I can hear it battering the truck. Bang, 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 like it's got a grudge against it. And then I unlock the door and into the back, and then bang, I wake up, man, and it's crazy. Somehow, in the back of the truck, alive and kicking. All it cost me was my skin and any opportunity for someone liking me for anything other than my lovely personality. And that was the day I became, well, they call us ghouls. Not the most flattering name, but still beats being vaporized. Look who it is. Question I can answer for you? I mean, it's got its advantages. Main one is that radiation rolls off me like water off a duck's ass. Can stride through a blast zone like it's a spring breeze. Also, means I can survive in situations that would turn a normal person into a TV dinner. The major downside? Well, shit, you're looking at it, right? Head to toe disfiguration. There's also, well, you might have seen them. Not all ghouls are sane. Not sure how it happens, why some ghouls lose their minds and others don't. But ever since I turned, there's always this nagging feeling just at the back of my mind that I will have to feast on humans. Raw! Seriously? Nothing? Shit, I thought it was funny. Overall, though, being a ghoul, mixed bag. Can't say I'd recommend it as a lifestyle choice. Listen, friend, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm gonna help you, I want something in return. All right, listen, I got this plan. You're gonna help me get rich. See, the folks who made it big off the gold rush, they weren't the prospectors. They were the folks that sold them their shovels. Now, I don't do shovels. What I collect is knowledge. I can go all sorts of places you folks with your rad-sucking skin can't. So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna test it for me. I made these holotapes. Now, this set's all the info I dug up about that camp doohickey you Volters got. All I'm asking is you give them a listen and let me know what you think. You will? Oh, thank you. I mean, thanks. Just come back once you've taken them out for a test drive. Now, there anything else you wanted to chat about? Some other time then. Son of a... What tiny fisted rat built... Oh, wait a second. The thing is on. Hello? Hello? This... dedicated listeners. Welcome back to Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. Today, in this second tape, we are talking construction. Now, the first step of construction is... Wait, what? Is that soda? Soda's red, right? Wait, oh. Electing. First, electing what you're going to build. Once you've made that election...
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but... mutated animals? Haywire bots? No people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in... what I can confirm is... hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault Tech was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform.
This is a nice place. Never was much of a builder myself. Why do they keep assigning me maintenance duty? How are we gonna make night without more combat rotations? Hello.
World science solved a lot of problems back in the day, but look what else it brought. I'm glad we guard our tech closely. We're building something big here. Don't get left behind.
Think I'll make the cut? Word is, the Brotherhood needs new soldiers.
Go home. Let us take care of things here.
I know to fix things. That's a skill, right?
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
Hey. Hey. Hope I'm not in the way. Am I in the way? Watch your step. I might have spilled some grease around here. Sorry about that. How's it going? Everything all right? You're looking pretty rough. You're gonna want to get some rat away. Fast. That's what I'm talking about! You need to tune up on that armor, let me know. This is a nice place. Never was much of a builder myself. Hey! Hey! Why'd I do all this stuff all the way out here? I haven't seen any other road like this one. Hope I'm not in the way. Am I in the way? Oh, hello. You must be the owner of the place. Sorry about just showing up unannounced. Don't worry, I'm not here to cause trouble. Initiate Del Lawson, at your service. I'm with the Brotherhood at Fort Atlas. I'm on assignment to set up a forward supply and maintenance operation. I was on the lookout for a good location and saw what you've built here. It's a perfect location, and it looked like you had everything I could need to get up and running, so I was hoping we could help each other out. Nothing. Well, use of your facilities here, actually. Permission to stay and run the operation from your camp. I won't get in the way, I promise. Basically, they want me to stockpile stuff and do any maintenance required for Brotherhood soldiers that might pass through. Among other things, yeah. I've been working with Scribe Valdez a lot, doing maintenance in the armory, that kind of thing. If it's broke, I can fix it. And if I can't fix it, I've probably got something squirreled away that'll help anyway. I've also managed to put together a decent supply of weapons, ammo, armor, even some schematics if you're into doing it yourself. That's kind of why I'm here. You've got the storage space already. I can also help out with any power armor you've got. Scribe Valdez says I've got a real knack with it. My orders were to aid Brotherhood soldiers in the field. I didn't say anything about civilians. But if you're letting me stay and operate out of your property, I'm sure Command will understand. Probably. Fantastic! Thank you! I'll try to stay out of your way. Don't worry. If you need anything, just ask. Hello. Absolutely. What do you need? Right. Yes, of course. I might have mentioned, I've spent a decent amount of time working with Scribe Valdez, helping maintain the power armor for the officers. Anyway, if you want, I can give the whole suit a full tune-up. Top to bottom treatment. Check all the linkages, refurbish the servos, clean out the lines, knock out those dents that compromise armor efficacy. Total overhaul. I could get you not just up and running again, but even a bit better than before. For a while, anyway. Wear and tear is killer on power armor. Just give me a tick. All set. You're good to go. Like Scribe Valdez says, regular maintenance is half the battle. Everything a Brotherhood soldier might need on patrol in the wasteland. Let me show you. Watch your step. I might have spilled some grease around here. Sorry about that. How's it going? Everything all right? You're looking pretty rough. You're gonna want to get some rat away in you, fast. Now, that's what I'm talking about. You need a tune-up on that armor, let me know. Crap. I stole something? Is that still gone? This is a nice place. Never was much of a builder myself. Hey. Hey. Hope I'm not in the way. Am I in the way? Watch your step. I might have spilled some grease around here. Sorry about that. This is a pretty cushy posting, all things considered.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but...
How's it going?
Mutated animals, haywire bots, and no people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in what I can confirm is hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault-Tec was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer, signing off. Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start.
broadcast tape issued. Please deposit data tape into any relay system terminal. Target marked.
Why do they keep assigning me maintenance duty? How am I gonna make night without more combat rotations? This is a nice place. Never was much of a builder myself. Hey. Hey. Hope I'm not in the way. Am I in the way? Watch your step. I might have spilled some grease around here. Sorry about that. Nothing like the shine of freshly polished armor. How's it going? you're gonna want to get some rat away, fast. Why'd I haul this stuff all the way out here? I haven't seen any other brother get up this way. Orders are orders. That's what I'm talking about. You need a tune-up on that armor, let me know. Crap. Did I spill something? Is that staying down? This is a nice place. Never was much of a builder myself. This is a pretty cushy posting, all things considered. Another day, another chance to practice proper equipment maintenance. Hope I'm not in the way. Am I in the way? Watch your step. I might have spilled some grease around here. Sorry about that. How's it going? I wonder if any of the other initiates have made